In 2012, a discovery that captivated the world was made beneath a parking lot in Leicester, England. A discovery that solved a centuries-old mystery, the remains of King Richard III, one of the most controversial monarchs in British history. Richard III, the last king of the Plantagenet dynasty, was killed in 1485 during the Battle of Bosworth. For over 500 years, his body was lost to history. After his death, his reputation was tarnished, with Shakespeare's famous portrayal of him as a villain cementing his image. But was this image accurate? And where was his body? In 2012, a team of archaeologists and historians, led by Richard Taylor and Philippa Langley, began searching for Richard's remains. Using historical records and research, they pinpointed the location, underneath a parking lot that once sat on the site of Greyfriars Church, where Richard III was believed to have been buried after his death. Richard III's grave location was found beneath a modern parking lot. The team's excavation revealed something remarkable: a skeleton with evidence of severe spinal curvature, consistent with historical descriptions of Richard's physical condition. To confirm the identity, DNA testing was carried out. Researchers compared the mitochondrial DNA of the skeleton with that of living descendants of Richard's sister, Anne of York. The results were conclusive. The skeleton was indeed Richard III's. But the story didn't end there. The condition of the skeleton suggested that Richard was likely killed in battle, stabbed in the back, and possibly struck with a fatal blow to the head. His remains were then hastily buried without ceremony, which aligned with accounts of how his body was treated after the battle. Richard's death marked the end of the Plantagenet dynasty and the beginning of the Tudor era under Henry VII. The discovery of his remains brought to light the final moments of a man whose legacy had been shaped by centuries of myth and controversy. Since the discovery, Richard's remains have been reburied in Leicester Cathedral, with ceremonies honoring him as a monarch, not as the villain history had made him out to be. The discovery of King Richard III not only solved a historical mystery, but also sparked a conversation about how history, memory, and legacy are shaped by the stories we tell. It reminds us that even the most controversial figures may have stories still waiting to be told. The legacy of Richard III unraveled and rediscovered. The discovery of King Richard III was more than just an archaeological find. It was a moment that allowed us to look back and reconsider how we view the past, and it left us asking, what other mysteries are waiting to be uncovered?